Happy New Year! Big Daddy's back. Back in the shed. I know it's not the New Year, but I just felt like saying that because it sounded funny. Well, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the shed. We're out here BSing in the shed Monday nights. And just got home yesterday from my gold trip out there to Roaring Camp. And, man, let me tell you, I'm tired. I'm tired. But had a good time. But I will say, it was hot as hell out there. I am, thank you. Yes, 419. You still have time. Because it's always 420. So like I'm saying, it was hot. Man, it was hot out there. I'm glad I had AC in my cabin. The only cabin there that, well, no, there's one of the big cabins has it. The only smaller cabin that has it. Electricity and my own toilet. That was all real nice. But I'm so glad it had AC because it was 103, 101, 102 plus. And it got hot out there. No shade on my cabin because it's way up on the hill. Not down in the camp where there's trees and shit all over. And that trek from the cabin down to the camp or down to the pits, that was rough some days. Well, Dave, that's what I did. Not moonlight necessarily, but for one of the cuts, 8 a.m., that sun is over the ridge and it is hitting you full blast. It's hot. Just boom, like you're chilling, and then suddenly it's hot. So what I was doing, I was getting down there at 6 in the morning, pan for a couple hours, or not pan, but prospect for a couple hours, run a couple buckets, and then I'd get out of there as soon as the sun hit that ridge. I knew it was about 8 o'clock, get all my stuff together. While I was out there, they have the little scooters. So I rented one of those, and I just loaded that thing up with all my stuff, scooted back across the camp, got back to my cabin before the sun really hid back in there for a while. But those little scooters are awesome. Really good for hauling shit around. I wish there was a little bit more of a sporty model, almost like an ATV. I wish they had that. I asked them if I could borrow or rent one of their golf carts. They're like, no, we don't rent our golf carts. That would have been cool because there's more space to carry shit. But little scooter got it done. Saved me from having to go up the hill too much. My knee has still been messing with me, so I wasn't really enjoying that too much. So that scooter was a lifesaver. Really turned things around. And then I was going out 2-3 times a day to different places digging holes. Julie, good to see you. I hope everything's well for you. I saw some of your updates about your fire. I hope they got that all contained. Luckily, the fire wasn't an issue for me on my trip, but I know it's always a danger up there in the hills. Yeah, I didn't really do any real grilling, unfortunately. Um, I had a single burner stove that used that all week. Got it done with that all week. Won some silver? Hell yeah, that's cool. I won my TSA pre-check. Finally, on the way back from my trip, I get an email telling me, "Hey, you're eligible and approved. Here's your number." It's like, awesome. As soon as my trip is over, you finally get it back to me after 3 months. Thanks, TSA. Fuck you guys. But even with those pre-checks, their agents always still got to be jackasses. They always got to say something or give you some sort of hassle. It's like they're trained to hassle you. No matter what, they're going to hassle you. They're going to find something to say you did wrong. It's ridiculous. You know, you get the pre-check. They say you don't got to empty all your pockets and shit. Go ahead and go through. I go through. I have my wallet in my pocket, which has my phone attached to it. And the guy's like, "Oh, you got to put that on the scanner." Like, okay. So I put it on the scanner. It comes through. The other guy, he's like, "I got to swab your phone." Like, why do you got to swab my phone? What the fuck does that even mean? What if you did find residue of gunpowder or shit on my phone? So the fuck what? Like, so what? If it's not something that's active and actionable, then who cares a shit if you're going to swab my phone? Fuck you. So they swabbed my phone. But not before chastising me for having put my phone on the conveyor belt as per the instructions of the last guy. And so it's like, dude, are you guys... And he's like, you're not supposed to put that there. And I was like, your homie just told me to. Fucking what? You gotta be fucking kidding me, man. So no matter what, they always gotta say some shit. They always gotta feel like they have some level of control or like they're doing something. Because I think deep down in their hearts, they know they ain't doing shit. It's wasting our goddamn time making lines at the fucking airports. Slowing down travel. Fuckers. But oh well. That's my traveling story. Otherwise, it's fairly uneventful. Went down to the camp, stayed there, dug some holes, was amazed, just utterly amazed at the level of danger some of these idiots put themselves into. Just digging 15, 20-foot holes straight down. Like, so far down, you know they got to be down at the bottom of that hole. And just big fucking boulders all around that hole waiting to come down on them. So it's amazing. It's just amazing that they would put themselves down there without moving those big boulders first. It's like, man, you're brave, but not brave. The other thing, the thing when, you don't know, you know. Was it worth it? Yeah, we had a great trip. We went camping for a week, and we got to prospect there at a camp and get some gold. So, are there things I would do differently? Yeah, probably so. First off, I wouldn't have taken so much of my own gear because that was a huge pain in the ass, and a lot of the stuff I could have just rented there. The only thing is I couldn't get it with Dream Mat, and I like running Dream Mat. So that's why I brought my own gear. I didn't want to try to retrofit their stuff to work with Dream Mat, and I didn't want to just flat out borrow their stuff. So I brought my own sluice, there was a little bit of setup issue there. My little battery pack worked, so that was good. But I think I maybe shorted it a little bit on the pump. Um, I went down to an 1100 per hour pump, and I think I probably could have went with a 15 and got me more water, because there was a lot of big, chunky, flat rocks. You know, that if you don't want, like slate, there's a lot of slate and shit there. And so it would get caught up and just fill up the sluice with big, chunky rock, you know, on top of the mini mat, because I was using mini mat. If I'd been using the dredge mat, it might have worked a little better. I don't know. But next time, I think I would probably say I want to take my my dryland dredge, my what the fuck are they called? Hydro nozzles. They're the dredge nozzles that have an extra pipe for a water feed, not just a water suck, so you can dryland dredge with them. The name of it escapes me right now. Hydro something. Hydro sucker. One of you guys, if you know the name of it, you can probably just chime in and be like, "Oh, Big Daddy, it's hydro nozzle, bro, shit." But I would bring that, and of course the hoses for that, and maybe a 3000 GPH water pump to power that. It's because electric doesn't quite hit it as hard as gas does, in my opinion. And I can't take my gas motor up there with me, obviously. They wouldn't be cool with that on the plane. But now I know I can take a battery with me. I can make a big battery pack and carry it on the plane. You can't check it, but you can carry them. So I'll take that with me. Or just ship one up ahead of time. And I'd probably use that because I think that'd be the most efficient way to really get in the nooks and crannies where you're really going to find the better gold without having to haul buckets back and forth all day long. Because that's not what I'm looking to do. But overall, my take, I don't know yet. I have a big, probably about 20-pound bag of concentrates that I'm having them shipped down for me because I didn't want to throw that in my luggage because that would have sent me way over on my luggage. So it was actually my anniversary for the Dirt of the Month. So they're going to send me a bag of that along with my concentrates. I just paid the extra for the bigger box. We shoved it in there. And when that gets here, probably by next Saturday, I might just do that as my next Saturday video if it gets here in time. I'll go through all that and see how much gold I got overall. But I did, of course, go in there, you know, as it's sluicing, and grab the pickers that came along. And so I do have a little bit of an idea of what the bigger stuff that I got. So if you guys want to check that out with me, first off, I got this big old garnet. Oh, shit. This big old garnet. Looks bigger if I hold it this way, though. It's flat, though. But I thought that was kind of cool. But then, of course, the pickers. So we can go check that out. See how much of these pickers wound up weighing. All right. So the pickers that I got out of there wound up being about 2.811 grams. And some nice pieces, you know, little nuggets. Pretty happy with those. You know, of course, like anybody, I would have loved to find more. Let me bring you guys in for a little closer of a look. I apologize, this camera is a potato. There we go. So that's what we wound up getting. And yeah, not bad at all. Pretty happy with that. Would I have liked to get more? Well, fucking duh. But overall, you know, it's not too bad. 2.8 grams of just pickers. And again, I still got 20 pounds of concentrates to go through. So, that's wet. I don't want to put it back in there. So, it's pretty good. I'm going to split this with my boy. You know, he's going to get to keep some of it. Maybe keep the bigger nuggets and give those to him. Have him put those in his gold vial. And then we'll split the gold between us. He's got his own little vial that he maintains and keeps up on his shelf. Whenever I take him out, usually I just let him keep whatever we find. This one, I'll split it with him. But, yeah, had a good time. Had a really good time. And I'm happy to be home. But overall, had a good time. I want to go back, but definitely when it's cooler. I ain't down with no 103 degree temperature. That's why I left California. And so, yeah, I go back there when it's cooler. The food was good. They serve up some good grub. I lived off of that for, you know, part of the time that I wasn't cooking stuff. Here, let me go back to the me camera. The food's good, you know, and the Saturday night cookout, oh man. Dude, people go to the Saturday night cookout, the panning trip, they don't even bother with the panning, dude. They just go for the steak, and it is freaking good. It is so good. But of course, you can do a little gold panning while you're there. While I was there, my brothers came down for one of the days, and we were at the panning station, and the guy next to us maybe did 10 pans. Dude pulled out easily a gram of gold. Like, he hit... nobody else was hitting like this. But every time he'd come back, there'd be a bunch of nice little pieces in there. People, they'd be digging in the same spot as he was. Nothing. He'd come back. It was good. Dude pulled out maybe a gram out of maybe 10 pans. Mostly out of the very first pan. Maybe a quarter of it was in just that very first pan that he pulled out. A lucky guy. I'm sitting there going through dirt that I got out of the cut and didn't get a single flake in it. He's sitting there not even having to work for the 10, a whole gram. He paid for his trip, most definitely. So, my point there is if you do have a chance at least to go for the day tour, go to the day tour. And then, maybe decide if you want to be stuck down there for a week. That's what I'm thinking. Ken, that's exactly what I'm thinking. If I go back when it's cooler, I'll be more eager to be out there for longer. 103 degree temperature, you're not supposed to be outside. That's not good temperature for humans to be standing around in. You should be in your domiciles in the shade. We die at that kind of temperature if we're there too long. So like, this is supposed to be a relaxing thing, right? You're supposed to go there, be chilling, having a good time, not working. I mean, prospecting in itself is work, but I'm not trying to bust my ass so hard that I can't get up in the morning and have to be bedridden for 2 days because I threw my back out or got crazy sunburn. That was the one thing that I was really, really worrying about, is getting sunburned or throwing something out and just being bedridden for the whole time being there. But paced myself pretty well. The gold that I got here was out of the dirt pile, so I paid for a pile of dirt maybe about a yard of dirt. Got this, so that's about almost 3 grams, and then whatever finer stuff I get. Food was good, steaks were great. You can go chill in the river. I got a cool video of these fish that were just hanging out, going back and forth, and then you wiggle your toes and they all start coming up like they're gonna eat you. That was a little creepy, so I stopped doing that. Dude, that sun just saps your energy like that. Like when I went out there one day, I had a nice bucket going, and I wanted to finish it. I didn't want to toss it or anything. I wanted to get through it and then get everything packed up. So I stayed a little bit too long. As soon as that sun hit the ridge, I was still there, still shoveling dirt out. I didn't put any sunscreen on that morning because I figured I'll be back before the sun sees me. Oh man, that was all bad indeed. So sun's starting to bear down on me, and it's zapping me, man. I went back to the cabin afterwards, and I took a nap. I made breakfast, we hung out for a bit, and then I wound up falling asleep for a little while. It just zaps me. So yeah, I'll probably go back again, I don't know, early, mid-May, if it's not all flooding or whatever, super rainy. Yeah, you guys are crazy living out there in the desert. I unless you're being held hostage, you're crazy. It's too hot. We saw this place for sale on our drive out, and I look over at my son. I was like, hey, check that out. There's a place for sale. He didn't miss a beat. He's like, no. He knew what I was saying. He's like, hell no, we ain't moving out here. Fuck that. He didn't say all that, but you could tell that was what was going through his head, because that's what would have been going through my head. Fuck that. It's too hot. But I don't mind visiting for a little bit. But you people that live up there, man, y'all can endure more than I can. I had to get out of there. I live down in Tracy, about an hour away from there, and it gets hot there too. I can't live somewhere where you have to have an AC, or you might die. Like, we had that one little heat wave here last week, or last year rather, and it got rough there for a minute during the live show. I had to get out of there. That's why I cut it so short. If you were here that day, you may have noticed as soon as 6 o'clock hit, I was like, all right, cool, I'm out. Later. Because I was starting to get lightheaded. My head was starting to hurt. And I was like, nah, this ain't going to work. I got to go. I don't want to die. But now we got the AC, so no worries now. That'll keep me good. But, so yeah, had a good time, got some gold. But we're back. Now I gotta find some more golds to do pay dirt reviews on. I got a couple lined up, I think. Oh shit. Okay, so I got one lined up. Now I gotta go online tonight and find some more. Cause yeah, I didn't really bring anything back. You'd think that there'd be more places up there, and maybe there are, and you don't see them from the road. But places where you could get pay dirt, like prospecting supply stores or stuff like that. Drove through Pine Grove, Pioneer, Volcano, all these places. Didn't see a single place that said, hey, you need some prospecting shit? This is the place. Other than Roaring Camp, So I'm always hoping to find pay dirt, no matter where I go. But there was just no opportunities to grab anything. Oh yeah, what's going on, JViz? So this guy, during the Saturday meeting, the Saturday cookout, I meet this guy here. we wound up being over there at the at the camp. He was camping out at the same time, so he can attest. That place is cool. That place is awesome. Well, right on, bro. Good to see you. Glad you stopped by. It was good to meet you. Donna Corrin, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Oh, the food is great, man. I wish they had that cookout every night. You know, get that steak every night there, but only Saturday. I'd pay for it every night. Man, that was good. Much better than the shit I was making in my cabin. Cheesy ass carne asada burritos. But at any rate, what did somebody say earlier? Gold's sitting there at 17.90 something. I'll take your word for it. I ain't even gonna go and look. Oh shit. Yeah, I thought I saw that too. There's a place in Auburn that sells stuff. Do they have a website? Nah, dude, seriously, little lunch meat packets. We had some of those. We had sandwiches. It's not that, it's just hard to get enough supplies there. I wound up throwing a whole bunch of shit away and leaving it behind. Well, if you remember or see it and you can find a website, message that over to me. And then I can check them out. Because, yeah, I definitely need to find some more pay dirt to do. I got one for, well, I shouldn't say who it's for because then that ruins the surprise of the video. And then I got a couple pans to review. But then I'm out. Did Vendetta put out some new dirt? I might have to check that out. Rinky mining, I've done a Rinky. I had a good time, got some opals and stuff out of it. That was some pretty good stuff. Maybe I'll check out some more of theirs. That's actually a good idea. I think they had a couple offerings. The regular bag like I got, and I thought they had a bigger bag as well. Oh, alright, alright. Well, cool. I'll give them a check again. Just see how they're doing now. I like to go back every now and then and check a place that I've done before, just to make sure, how my experience was, if it's consistent. I think maybe that's about time for what I should start doing, is going back and checking to see, people can compare, here's how they were then, here's how they were now. Oh, right on. Thank you, Doug. Much appreciated. Yeah, the thing is they gotta have a website that I can order from without having to message them and be like, "Hey, send me some dirt, Dig Daddy, haha." If they know it's coming to me, then they, maybe they will sweet it up, So I want to buy always through a website online or through somebody, so that it's not obvious that it's coming to me. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm down to do a review on some Spider Ace. I've done his dirt before. I forget where I got it. I think I got it through Miller's. I think Miller's did a promotion for him, where he hooked it up with some bags from him. But I got to get some, like I said, through a website or something, because I know Spider. That one might be harder for me to get because I know who Spider is and I know him all that. Maybe I'll have to have somebody buy it from him and then send it to me. Oh, is the Rinky? Is that the one who opened up in Auburn? Oh shit, I just dropped my gold. Caught it. Whoo! Have to do the pay dirt shuffle. But yeah, I'm definitely down to check out anybody's dirt that's, ow, anybody's reputable dirt. Because I gotta refill my vials. You know, I gotta refill all my vials with gold so that I can make some pay dirt. And I'm thinking maybe one of these days I'll have so much gold that I can actually keep some of it. Video, man, I haven't even uploaded it to my main computer yet. I gotta move it all over still. I've just been lazy today. Been chilling, doing laundry, putting all my shit away. Oh, hell yeah, right on, Carson. Much appreciate you. But yeah, no, I'll definitely have a few videos just so I can milk the whole YouTube thing as much as possible. So I'll maybe do a few different videos of the days. I forgot to go and videotape the bathroom though, or the showers rather. I know that sounds weird to, you know, if people weren't aware of the conversation. The conversation was basically I wanted to do a full and extensive review of the place so that everybody could have a good idea of what was in store. So I was going to hit the showers so that people could see what their showers are like there in different facilities. But I forgot to do that. Bayou Gold Guy? I'm down to check his out. Where can I get it? Or is it a buy direct type thing? Well, I like it when people don't sell through eBay and they have their own website. That means they're serious about what they're doing. You know? Yeah, I'll have to get a secret chopper. Third of a gram for $30. That's not bad. Go live. Yeah, good luck with that, man. Let me just tell you, Roaring Camp is at the bottom of a canyon. Okay? You're not getting any signal. Definitely not enough to go live. I was offline for the entire week. As soon as we hit the canyon, no service. Don't matter where you go on site there, you ain't gonna find any. So once you get back up to the top of the canyon, hey, there's your service again. But it goes clear over the top of that mountain. Because remember, it's a gold-rich mountain. So I'm sure that means there's all sorts of shielding going on there. And so you're not getting service down at Roaring Camp. No, the fire was contained and put out like the day before. It was fully contained and evac was lifted, or mostly contained and evac was lifted like the day before. I cut it really close, but they did pull it. And there wasn't really any smoke from it. The canyon was clear. It was nice. It was clean. The water was clean because we were upriver from the fire, so the river ran through our spot first. So there wasn't a bunch of ash and shit there down there either. So it was good. But it was close. It was definitely close. Nice. Yeah, when a place makes their own labels, they put all the effort into it to marketing their stuff, making it, you know, a unique experience. I like that. When they just sell it in a Ziploc bag and they use a Sharpie to write on what it is, that's fine as long as, if the dirt is good. But I think anybody who's going to be a consistent seller should absolutely invest in the proper tools to present their product in a nice manner. It's a little more costly, but it's worth it. I mean, I'm not even a pay dirt seller, and I put that much effort into my pay dirt that I sell. But speaking of pay dirt, you guys want to run some pay dirt? What do you say? It's always fun and nice to run a little roaring camp. I'm not burned out on it yet, and you guys haven't been with me doing it for a while, so I got a mug of dirt over there. Now, unfortunately, when I got back, I noticed my main tub is all scuzzy and shit, so I don't want to touch that water. I'm going to vacuum suck that out of there and get some fresh water in there, but I didn't have time tonight. So, instead of what we usually do... Hey, thank you, Ted. Instead of what we usually do, I got the mini toolbox set up tonight. So, as always, we got that dirt from Roaring Camp in a mug of love. We got the mini sluice hooked up tonight. I wish I could have brought this with me, then I could have just went through all my concentrates. And I think that would have been better for me overall than having taken the big sluice. Though I do love that big sluice, and it's good for running a good amount of material, I really could have used this to run those concentrates and broke them down. Alright. So I just threw a little bit of jet dry in there. I'm hoping, yes indeed, one of my sucker thingies is out of the dirty water. I can use that to wet up the dirt. Now, along with the concentrates that I got from my pay dirt pile, they also informed me that it's my 1-year anniversary for being a Dirt of the Month Club member. And so they kind of nudged me on the sides and said, hey, it's your anniversary with this. We got an extra nice bag for you here. Make sure you take that one home. And so that's the one that's being sent to me with my cons. So I'm thinking maybe I'll go through that. I'm not going to run it on Mondays, as I normally do, because it's a special one that was an extra special gift for me. But maybe I'll do a video on it, just to share it with you. Either way, let's run a little dirt. really seeing anything in this cup. You might need to take another scoop. Oh, there's a piece. Alright. Always like seeing a little bit of gold on the sluice. Usually see a few more bigger pieces by now, but only seeing the one. So I might throw a little extra dirt in here. Just to make sure whoever wins tonight gets a nice pan of dirt. Now, if you haven't already done so and figured it out, you're new here or something like that, make sure to click on the link on top of the chat, leave a comment on that video, and like it as well. If you haven't already liked this video, go ahead and like this one as well. And at the end, we'll see who's going to win a little bit of dirt with this gold in it. There's a piece. Threw a little extra in the cup. It really is. You know, if you run it slow enough and your material is the right size, these dream mats are great. If your material is too large for the cells that you're using, dream mats can be a pain in the ass because they'll fill up. So classifying down properly is really important with these. Though I will always say, at least for expedience, I'd like a larger sluice, like the 6-inch, and somewhere you can just shovel a nice scoop in without having to be too dainty about it. All right. All right. What happened? Who got blocked? Were you talking shit? You go and piss them off. Get a little more in there, because why not? I'm feeling sluicy tonight. I mean, I don't know how much time you guys got, how long you want to hang around. But it's been a minute since I played with my little sluice. And I kind of missed it, you know? All right. I gotta clean that out. So there we go. Got ourselves some cons now. Okay, let's move you guys over here. Where's my sucker? Here it goes. Yes. Sorry, I didn't read that till just now, Bacchus. Yeah, you can flip this completely around. It's, what you would call ambidextrous. Fits just fine that way, or this way, you know, if you're left-handed. The only thing is you won't have the backyard prospecting sticker facing out. It'll be facing on the inside. But as far as functionality goes, yeah, you can flip it, no problem. Alright. Now as you can see, there's definitely some little gold flakies in here. Looking like a nice pan. Yeah, if you're interested, I got 2 of them ready to go right now. They're listed up on the site. go. There's your gold, baby. Not too shabby for... Well, this one was a couple scoops. Threw a little extra in there. Nice, nice. Well, glad I could help you out with that. So now you got to send me 22% of your gold. You know how that works, since royalties and all. All right, so we got that. Let's move back over to here. Actually, we'll stay over here for right now. Sorry if you guys are getting motion sickness. Alright, now let's go over here. And by the way, if you haven't figured it out, you're getting a demo of the mini sleuths tonight. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that. Like I said, if you're interested in picking one up, there's the link. Alright. So that is going to take a minute to cool. Whoa, no water on the laptop. And then we'll weigh it out and toss it in this little cup of love that I got pre-set up here. Got a big old green calcite and a bunch of little... I'm always nervous, so I'll tilt this instead. There we go. Big green calcite that I'm throwing in there. These are just such an interesting rock. You know, this isn't treated or anything. This is just how this shit looks. It's crazy. And then some little emerald chunks. You know, nothing really too special, but along with that gold, get a little something going there. There you go. So this should be cooled now. Who are you asking? Me? How many people asked me? Nobody. I didn't take my big pan with me. I don't take that out in the wild anymore. I make sure that stays at home. Just because I don't want to lose it. I don't want a chance of losing it or breaking it or anything like that. That's still hot. Oh, garnet sands. Garnet sands, garnet sands. You guys love that garnet sands. Alright, let's see what we got. Probably should be on the right camera, huh? Ooh. 0.093 grams of gold, so just a hair under a tenth of a gram. Not too shabby. We'll throw that in the dirt. And as per usual, we got that Dig Daddy Sloppy Seconds. 7/18/22, I believe, is the date today. Oh shit, man. Now again, if you haven't done the thing, you like my roach bucket? Oh, garnets. That's right. I was talking about garnets and totally forgot it. Yeah, that's my roach bucket. Because I don't want a chance, catching my garbage can on fire. And so I just got a Traeger bucket. I picked up one at the store. And yeah, that's my roach can. There you go. There's some garnet sands. And I do have a couple big garnets to put in there. How about that? Big chunkers. Big chunkers. So there you go. That's our cup of love for tonight. Now, make sure that that is properly shaken and not stirred. Now it's proper pay dirt. So good luck to whoever gets this. This will definitely be a little bit of a challenge. I didn't put any extra black sands in there. It's just whatever's in here already. And there most likely is. And of course that gold. So again, if you haven't already left a comment there on the comment video at the top of the chat, go ahead and do that now. You've got a minute to do that. And otherwise, we'll be giving this dirt away here in just a moment to one lucky viewer. Now make sure when you leave that comment, you make it witty, you make it funny, because I'm going to be reading it aloud out front of the class here, and everybody's going to be looking at you. So, make us laugh. Have a little fun with it. All right. So while you guys are doing that, I'm going to go and grab that link. Alright, so we got our link all ready to go. If you haven't already done it, well, I don't know what to tell you. You're too slow. So we're going to fetch our names. No replies, no duplicates. Otherwise, anything goes. Alright, we got 37 comments loaded up. Let's go ahead and pick ourselves a winner. And tonight's winner is going to be Thomas907. Good luck, everyone. Well, Thomas, no need to worry about their luck, because your luck is good. So congratulations, Thomas. Just need your, I'm sure I have it somewhere already, but just to be sure, if you can send me your address to digdaddy@backyardprospecting.com, and I'll get that dirt out to you, brother. So congratulations. And otherwise, I just want to thank everybody for showing up tonight. I know it's been a couple weeks since we've gone live, and I appreciate that you all didn't forget me and that I'm here. I apologize if anybody started a show on Mondays at 5 or anything, and now we're conflicting, but I'm back, bitches. So, don't forget to tune in next week. We will be back again for more BSing in the shed. And again, this Saturday, hopefully I'll have that pay dirt from Roaring Camp that I can go through and show you guys what we wound up getting. Otherwise, I got one bag left for pay dirt review. And otherwise, I need some suggestions, so send those to me as well. digdaddy@backyardprospecting.com. Places you think I should check out for checking out some pay dirt. And, maybe we'll do some reviews on it. Otherwise, I just want to thank you all again for showing up tonight, and I missed you, and I'm glad to be back. This is Dig Daddy signing out. If I don't see you out at the rivers, I'll catch you in the backyard. Peace.